Alrighty lads, just wanted to make a quick video here on the channel talking about the next copium session that we're going to be having, or just a new announcement over here for most players in about 11 hours from now. And yes, before anybody asks, before anybody comments, I will be going live for this. So if you want to watch this live with me, it'll be live at, oh my god, 4 in the morning basically, over here on the YouTube channel and on the Twitch. I better go get my coffee ready for that. But the reason I call it the copium session, and I mean you could, I mean you guys can't see it over here, but dude, it's like we got people saying comments. I saw a Perseus earlier. Space Gilgamesh. That is hilarious. If it is Space Gilgamesh, I will absolutely floob all over the place. But it's going to be a big, like, copium session because this is the year where we get a new White Day mail servant. If you don't know, basically, like, every single, White Day, like, it kind of bounces back and forth between, oh, like, last year we got just a costume for Charlemagne. But then the year before that, we got, well, that is the wrong month. That is the wrong month. I'm just all types of been out of place today. But then the year before that, we got Takasugi. But then the year before that was the glasses event right here, right? Hello? Yeah, there it is. We had the bespectacled individuals. And you can see we just have this pattern of we get a costume event, then we get like an actual character. Actually, this kind of breaks the mold for that, but it's kind of a pattern, right? It's kind of a pattern. So it's a copium session because we're expecting that we're going to be getting another servant, right? You might have noticed that FGO has been, I don't want to say putting out more content, but they've been giving us more stuff, right? Like, we've been getting more buffs more frequently, and there's at least something to be doing in the game, right? Like, they'll throw out, oh, here's Memorial Quest, here's Memorial Quest again, and then hopefully that bought you enough time for the next event, right? It's at least better than, say, a week where there's absolutely no content. I understand that a lot of people don't want to redo the challenge quest, especially when it's just for, like, a couple of pots and a couple of apples. Like, if you're min-maxing like me, I mean, of course, you're going to go ahead and do all those because, I mean, you just need every little bit of just anything in the game, right? You want to be able to max farm the events with all the apples. You want to be able to get those max bonds for more Saint Courts. Because just say it with me, more bond, more Saint Courts equals more summons, right? So if you want to min-max like me, you're going to do those. But that's not content for every player. Like, it'd probably be more impactful if it was like half off QP dailies for most players. I understand that. But they're at least trying, right? They're at least trying to put out more stuff. So I would expect this to be a year where we get a new White Day servant, and there's just a billion people we could get. I mean, the Perseus thing wasn't even a meme. Like, if you don't know, if you haven't been playing this game for a while, or you don't know, like, all the little trivia and lore bits about, like, early FGO, right? We've had people like Perseus and Proto-Gil in the game files for, like, ever. Like, they've been here since the jump of the game. So, like, the fact that we don't have them, I don't know if it's, like, some prototype weird copyright thing that they have to do with themselves. Who knows, right? Like, with Aniplex and all that, who knows if they're even allowed to put them out? Maybe they're just holding on to them for a rainy day or something. No idea. But we also know that people want Comet Saws. I'm going to tell you right now, I think Comet Saws is huge cope. I would also tell you, you don't want Comet Saws to come out for White Day. You want him to come back in, like, a story chapter or something, right? You want him to come out at, like, the end of part 2, so he does something cool. When Takasugi's event came out, this was the main one where people were really, really coping for Comet Saws to release. And I was telling people, no, you do not, we know this is going to be, like, some kind of Gouda-Gouda-esque event because of the leaks. You do not want Comet Saws, this character that you think is super cool, to come out in some goofy event because he's just going to get memed on the entire time. He's going to lose all of the cool factor, right? You don't want them coming out for that, right? Let there be a goofy Gouda character, right? That's what you want, right? You want these cool characters like Tiamat and Draco get their own story chapter event when they actually release. That's super sick. There's some funny moments in there, but that's just kind of how FGO is, There's always going to be funny moments interspersed in between all the war crimes that are happening, right? So I'm just going to say, you don't want Comet Saws in this one, right? Like, we do not want him for this. We would want him for, like, a new story chapter. We would want him to get his own event centered around him. Like, that, I think, would be really, really sick. And I don't think they're going to put him out as a kind of, like, this meme character for an event that's supposed to be kind of lighthearted, right? Unless they want to turn him into a meme, which I'm not gonna lie, I really wouldn't like to see. I like the character, I think they're super sick. I don't want them to get turned into, like, just a bit, right? That would be really unfortunate for me personally. The King Ahsoka guy that we got during the the Remnant collaboration, I think is a pretty decent contender, right? Someone else that I've been really wanting is oh, dude, I'm forgetting his name, but it's Doman's rival guy, and people in the comments are gonna eat me alive for this one because I literally cannot be forgetting this guy's name, but people in the comments will let you know. That guy, based on the descriptions that we have from like Sei, Doman, and Murasaki, kind of leads credence that they might be a little bit of a goofy lad, because like Sei laughs when she thinks about him, right? Obviously Doman hates the guy, right? But then like even Murasaki's like, ooh, like I can't believe I'm blanking on his name right now, but like even she's like, oh yeah, that guy's a little bit of like a goofy lad. So it could be like a really cool and hype character that we could get in the game that also kind of like fits into the goofier aesthetic of something like a White Day event. I think that'd be really cool. Again, I would love to see something like a Perseus come out. I would absolutely love if they just dropped Proto-Gil into the game. Some of these characters we've been sitting on since the heat death of the universe, right? Since the game came out, I would love if we could finally get them in the game, but I don't know if this is where they're going to crack on those ones. Like, I imagine they're just going to save those for like some kind of prototype collaboration. Because if I remember correctly, wasn't there like some announcement that they're like, we're working on a prototype thing for like the not the first one, but the second one, like the one that we only have like the short anime spot for? I don't remember. Someone in the comments can also fact check me on that one as well. I'm sure we'll talk about all this during the stream as well, as we're kind of getting ready to be all hyped and dazzled and whatnot. But yeah, not really sure what they could actually throw out here. I mean, they did have Zahak appear in the like snake reptile event. I was really certain that Omi-san was going to be Valentine's Day, and then we'd get the Zahak for White Day, because you introduce a male and a female character that are both pretty popular, right? Like Zahak is a very well, I would say he's a pretty well-known just more like draconic guy, if you want to think of him like that, even though he's got the little snakes on his shoulders. Like, I would say he's fairly well known, so like cool, you could get that guy as like a really dope White Day character, and then everybody and their mother is just like busting nuts left and right over this Omi-san character, which, like, I get it, guys, like she's attractive, but like we gotta calm down. I think she had like 1,000 artworks in like a day or something crazy like that. It was like, bro, she just came out, she's not even a real servant yet, bro. Calm down, keep it in your pants, please. But they didn't do that, so not really sure where they're gonna drop her at. I'm not really sure about that one. Then again, we're also sitting on, you know, Typhon Ephemeros, who still hasn't come out, and people really seem to like her. So I don't know, FGO is also a little bit weird on being like, oh, people really like this character, we're just gonna put them in NPC jail forever, right? And it's not even like we have the excuse that other games have, right? Like, games like Arknights won't give us like Frost Nova because, spoiler alert, she got game ended in the story, so they're like, nope, we're sticking by our guns, that character's gone, you can't pull for them, even though they would make buku money. But for FGO, it's like, it doesn't matter. Like, we beat up every single character in the Lost Belts and then just summon them back, and they're like, it's technically not the same one, even though they have all the same members. So it's like functionally the same guy without being the same guy, right? They have the little lore loop around, but then for some of these characters that are stupid dummy popular, they're just like, no, I don't think I will, actually. Nah, not that one. No, I don't know about that. We're gonna save those for a rainy day. Bro, when is the rainy day? It's the beginning of the year. It's like the driest part of FGO. Give us the hype characters. But leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. I want your predictions on who you think the White Day character is going to be. I mean, like, as much as I would love to finally get Solomon in the game, again, I wouldn't want a character as cool as Solomon to come out for White Day. That feels kind of anticlimactic. That's not something that I'd like to see. But I mean, I'd be hyped, but it could be a little disappointing if it's like, oh, he's here for, like, we finally got Solomon from Data Lost area after he deleted himself at the end of part 1, and yeah, he's just out here, I don't know, making t-shirts or something. It's like, bro, where have you been? Like, what do you mean you've just been sitting around making t-shirts? Like, bro, like, lock in, bro. We are fighting for our lives out here. So yeah, let me know that in the comment section down below. Obviously, again, we'll be going live for the stream. I'll probably also be playing FGO while they yap for the first like hour and a half. Dude, we gotta, as a side note, I've been watching other anniversary streams for other games, especially like Dokkan recently. Bro, we gotta get that team on FGO, dude. It's like an hour, boom, boom, in, out. Like, it's all the content up front at the beginning, merch plugs at the end, and we're done in like 60 minutes. Bro, FGO is like 2.5 hours of yapping, bro. Like, we gotta cut that down, bro. We gotta take some notes from some of these other game companies, but different video for a different day. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. You guys have yourselves a nice rest of your day, and hopefully I'll catch you later tonight or earlier in the morning, I guess.